Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hi, welcome to my channel. If you're not already subscribed, hit that little subscribe button right down there, right? I'm pretty sure it's right there, so go hit it. Thank you. So today's video is me attempting a soft glam, and this video is actually for my cousin Taryn. Hi Taryn, I love you. She is very, she loves makeup, but she does a very, minimal amount of it. And so she was like, hey, do, a very soft, look, and I'll, show me what to do. And so this is a very soft fall glam that I would do if I was just, going out, every day, and, you don't want to spend, 45 minutes doing your makeup, maybe, 15 at the max, 20 at the actual max. But yeah, so this video is super easy, super fun to do. Alrighty guys, let's get into this video. Mwah. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, I have already put on my eyebrows because that's just a long process that you guys do not need to see. And you've probably already seen before. Alrighty. So to start off this very soft glam for fall or Thanksgiving, we'll just say November, I'm going to put on some Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, and this is my least coverage foundation. I'm gonna go very light with it to give it that very natural type of look, not putting a cake face of foundation on. Sorry if I'm itching my neck. There's a tiny thing on my neck and it's itchy. And I'm putting a little bit more than you should for a natural look, but my face is very red and covered in pimples, so it needs just a tad bit more. But once I blend it out, it will become not as full coverage as other foundations. As you guys can see, it's a very light to medium coverage, I would say, because you can still see that pimple. You can still see blemishes on my skin. So this is a very nice foundation for this very soft glam. Alrighty, next is concealer. And this is a very awesome concealer, as you guys know, Tarte Shape Tape. Love this. Just the teeniest, tiniest bit. Just so that it covers the bags underneath my eyes, but it's not overpowering. The concealer isn't overpowering the foundation. Alrighty, and that's it. As you guys can see, now the very, very dark bags underneath my eyes aren't there anymore. Also, just a little tip, if you guys prime your eyelids, which I always do, and it's a very good idea to do, so they make eyelid primer that's pretty much the same thing as concealer. So what I do, instead of paying $25 for a primer, I just use my concealer and I just drag it from my under eye to over my eye like this. I just go like that and then whoop. And it works extremely well and you don't have to pay an extra 25 bucks. So that's a good tip for you guys. Alrighty, so now we're going to set our face, and this one you can go heavy on because you can't see it. So I know not a lot of people that do soft glam like this have setting powder, but I use setting powder because I need to, because my face is super oily, so I need it. But you can totally skip this step if you don't have one. So I am just taking some of my Mary Kay powder and just putting a lot on my big fluffy brush and then just swiping it underneath my eyes. As you can see, all of the powder that is coming off. And then I just do tiny circular motions on my face and on my neck, and then I pretty much call that good. Oh my gosh, I look like Curious George. My gosh, who else watched Curious George as a kid? Okay, so I am very into Mandela effects, and all that kind of stuff. I don't believe the Titanic sank, that was the Olympic, I'm super hardcore. So if you guys know what Mandela effects are, I'm pretty sure the definition is when a large group of people believe one thing, but that thing is wrong. So the Berenstain Bears, or the Bernstein Bears, but it's Berenstain. That one, that's some weird ass shit right there. No, that is not real. So I learned, it was kind of a while ago, but Curious George never had a tail. What? Like, you guys do not know. Curious George was like one of my favorite cartoons as a kid. And then learning that he never had a tail and like believing and like seeing like the tail like on the doll. I remember like twisting it and playing with it and then like realizing and like learning that he never had a tail and like it was all like made up, like blew my freaking mind. So if anyone else watched Curious George and learned that he didn't have a tail, like freaking tell me in the comments like if it freaked you out too, because it freaked me out. And if you have any other Mandela effects that are like funny to you or cool to you, let me know. Alrighty, so back to the actual makeup tutorial. Alrighty, so my bronzer broke into a million pieces the other day. And so now I use this Crown palette. Ugh. That's also broken, so that's lovely. That was Shania, by the way. If you're watching this, it's still broken. Since this is a very soft glam, I'm not going to do that much bronzer, but I'm going to just use this guy up here, which is a very, like, warm tone brown, as you can see. And I'm just going to, like, lightly put some. And as you can see, I'm putting it right here on the, whatever this line is, not on the apples of your cheeks. You know who I'm talking to, Taryn, who this video is for. We put it right here, not right here, right here, okay? And then I'm just putting a tiny bit on my temples and my forehead. So now that we've added our bronzer, we're going to do blush. So for blush, I'm going to take this pink right here. And then I'm going to put this right above where I put my bronzer, right on the apples. Now your cheeks are all rosy and cute. Alrighty, so this step is highlighter. This bad boy. I'm using Everglow from Ofra. I love highlighter. I love it so much. But for this, I'm going to go a little bit lighter for the soft glam and not like blinding, like I'm gonna cut your face, like, ooh. See, look. Already so much product on there. So I'm just gonna tap some of that off. And what I do is I just go in between these two because that shade is like really dark for me, so. And then I'm putting this right here, right above the apples of your cheek. I'm not 100% sure what that area is called, but I'm just putting it right there. And as you can see, just putting the teeniest, tiniest bit. This is still probably a lot for some people, but I think, like, this is, like, minimum. So, cut me some slack, guys. Alrighty, guys. So, we are now done with the face. And now moving on to eyes. I'm going to take this little NYX Happy Birthday palette that I got for my birthday a couple years ago. And I'm going to take this bad boy, which is a matte light beige color, and I'm just going to use that and set my lid. Usually I would use white, but in a second you'll see what I'm going to put over it and it'll make sense. Alrighty, so now that we defined that color just a bit more. Alrighty, so I'm going to take my Pony Effect Grind Sparkling Shadow, and this is in color Pregame, and it's this little guy, and this thing is so cool. So, I'm not sure how it works, but pretty much, here if I can, come on. When you turn it, it grinds out the shadow. Whoop! But there you go. You can see how it's all like flaking off. And so I'm not sure like what it does like with like the grinding, but all I know is that it's super freaking pigmented and it's so beautiful. So I'm just going to take a little flat brush like this and I'm going to collect it. So I'm going to get that on my brush. And then I'm just going to do a light spritz of Morphe Prep and Set. And then I'm just going to put this all over the lid. Oh my gosh. That is so freaking beautiful. So when you put a spritz of the Morphe setting spray, then it actually intensifies the glitter more. And then I'm just going to take a tiny bit more and just put it on my under eye. Just a teeny tiny bit. I'm going to take my Black Heart Cat Eyeliner. And I'm going to take this and put this in my waterline just to like darken up my eyes just a tiny bit. So now you can see my eyes look like, I don't know, they just look like darker and more like, I don't know how to describe it, but So now it is time for mascara, and I'm going to use Benefit Bad Gal Bang mascara, this little guy right here. Honestly, this is like one of the best mascaras I think I've ever tried. Look at the difference. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so beautiful. That is it for the eyes, and all that we have left is lipstick and setting spray. So for lipstick, I'm going to go in with Mannequin from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, because who else? And I'm taking the mini version, which is so freaking cute. I love mini things. Anyone that's like, ew, no, mini things are gross. Like, mini things are amazing. So now that lipstick is on, time for the final step, which is finishing spray, which is honestly the best part because it like sinks everything in and it's amazing. Oh, again, don't eat that. It's very gross. Alrighty guys, so that was my attempt on a very soft glam. I know that I do a lot more than some people, but honestly, to achieve this look, all you need is just a little bit of foundation, a little bit of bronzer, a nice glittery shadow like this, mascara, and some lipstick, and that's about it, and you'll look freaking beautiful. Anyway, alrighty guys, so that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Mwah! Bye guys.